Yo, what's up guys? Sam here. Welcome back to another video. I've got so much space, I don't even know what to do, but that's only because I'm home and I forgot my chair, so this is my best option. So while we've been talking about the possibility of an Apple March event for a couple weeks now, we now have confirmation that new products are on the way, but they're from a very unlikely source. Everybody's second favorite mom and pop killing superstore chain, give it up for none other than Target. Yeah, they're the leaker of this info, and I know that's a bit strange, but it'll all make sense in a second. We now have confirmation though that new products are on the way, some stuff we knew was coming, some other stuff that I have some pretty big questions about. So drop a like if you're excited, hit subscribe for more, share this video with a friend. Let's go ahead and get started because, I'm a little hyped. I love a good little Saturday morning leak like this one. First up, and per usual, I've got to give credit where credit is due. This first broke according to one of our very own here on YouTube. John Prosser does a lot of tech news over on his channel, so I'll link to where you can subscribe to his content down below. Some Target employee actually reached out to him and sent this screenshot. It shows AirPods X Generation, and this makes sense if you've ever looked at Target's site. They list things according to generation, so like Apple TV, 6th generation, AirPods, 2nd generation. That's like pretty much how Apple differentiates the products as well, and this is weird because we weren't really expecting new AirPods. Now there's no image here, which is something that obviously we'd all be looking forward to. What are AirPods X Generation? Are they the Apple like Pro over-ear headphones that will use like the AirPods branding, maybe AirPods Studio? These have been referenced a number of times from Bloomberg, who has a great track record, but they've never materialized. They were supposed to come out last year, and perhaps AirPods naming is just a placeholder, or perhaps more unlikely than that, just as AirPods 2 came out in March of 2019, this could be the 3rd generation pair of AirPods. And we've heard of rumors of AirPods Pro Lite coming, and there's a lot of confusion here. The good news is that an Apple branded pair of headphones is gonna be right around the corner. Now again, as I mentioned earlier, it'd be very easy to say this is one image, it was sent to one person. This is fake, right? There's no way this could be real. Until 9to5Mac, our great friends over there, follow up with another article where Target employees reached out to them, but this time with some new juicy info. Not just AirPods X Generation, but new Apple Watch bands, a new Apple TV, and even a new iPod Touch. I think there's probably some confusion there. The iPod Touch is a product we all know and love, but it's certainly not something at the forefront of what Apple's been doing. And as the old iPod Touch, or last iPod Touch, was updated in May of 2019, it's not a standout product for Apple, and the fact that this is listed as being priced at $400 as well, I think there was probably some confusion between that and the new iPhone 9. Yeah, this one right here, the 4.7-inch LCD screen with 3 GB of RAM, rumored to be priced at $399. So everything essentially points to that being a naming mix-up, and I think that was definitely a placeholder because a new iPod Touch at $400, you got a lot of questions about what's going on there. Following that, for me, the least exciting thing of the bunch, new Apple Watch bands. This is essentially a given and something I never talk about. Since the Apple Watch has been a product, Apple releases new bands once or twice a year, usually in fall, usually in spring. Spring is more bright colors, fall is more earthy, natural quote-unquote colors, and I don't know, it's not super exciting, but if you want to buy some new Apple Watch bands, boy holly, are you in luck. This next one though, the Apple TV X Generation, is very exciting because this has been leaked in iOS code. This was leaked, I think, another tvOS beta recently, and everything has pointed to Apple releasing a new Apple TV with either an A12X or A13 chip, just because the current version, Apple Arcade, is supported and it works quite well. However, for more graphically intensive games, the processing power needed to run those on a bigger TV, it's just not there because the processor isn't good enough. The new Apple TV is listed again without an image like everything else I'm talking about, but listed at $180. That's the exact same price as the current Apple TV 4K, which is what this new model, with likely only a new processor, is going to be replacing. So confirmation of all of this, courtesy of Target. Obviously, Apple didn't want this info to get out, and while Apple themselves is not going to come out prior to the event and say, hey, here's what we were going to talk about the whole time. This is a very different type of leak that we haven't seen before in my time here on YouTube, so I do want to handle it with some skepticism. But that being said, Apple Insider, another Apple News blog out there, was speaking to some of these Target employees, and they said that things being added to the inventory prior to release is not actually unusual at all. When new products are added to the Target inventory system, it generally means they're releasing as soon as a week, or even sometimes less than a week from when they're added, or sometimes as far away as a month. So is this real? Is this fake? Let me know down below. I think the evidence here and the fact that this is from multiple Target employees, it's not just one person, I think that's really good. It also largely lines up with what we've been hearing so far. These products are all really exciting, but I think the biggest questions definitely remain about the new version of AirPods, because we've heard about these Apple branded over-ear headphones, but no leaks, nothing super recently. Everything was quite historic and in the past. But then we've heard also leaked through iOS 13.4 beta that new power beats are on the way, but those certainly wouldn't be $400. This in addition to confirmation of a new Apple TV, new Apple Watch bands, and potentially a $400 new iPod Touch or the new iPhone. So I gotta hear your thoughts about this down below. This is pretty interesting. What new product are you most excited for? Really, the only thing that we didn't see confirmation of today was that new iPad Pro, and that's something that we're pretty sure is right around the corner. So, you know, I just had to share this with you. I couldn't sit, I couldn't rest. I was about to go on a hike and I was like, you know what? That's gotta be put on hold because this is far more important. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like down below to seriously help me out. And of course, hit subscribe so you stay up to date with all the latest Apple news. I've been Sam. Peace out. Have a great Saturday, and I'll see you in my next video.